In many parts of the world, Christmas is one of the most important holidays of the year, of course, and in cultures based on traditional European values. This means often decorating the home, gathering family together, preparing traditional meals, giving presents to family and friends, and for Christians perhaps a religious service. But Christmas has also become a global commercial phenomenon. And this aspect of it is one that Chinese businesses have quite happily latched onto. Now, despite having its roots in a totally foreign culture, certain elements of Christmas, such as decorations and giving gifts, have become increasingly popular in China at this time of year, especially amongst the younger generations and in bigger cities like Beijing and Shanghai. For many young people here, Christmas is a day for expressing love for one another, a little bit like a sort of a second Valentine's Day. Of course, also to get together with friends and particularly to go shopping. But how much do they know about Christmas? And why is this Western festival so popular in China? Certainly much more so than many other foreign festivals. Well, to get some answers from Chinese net users, let's now join our researcher Esther Dung in the newsroom. So firstly, Esther, Christmas is probably, I think, certainly the most popular Western holiday amongst Chinese people here in China. Have many people here joined in the festivities this year?
Yes, they have. Actually, even several weeks before Christmas, shopping malls here started to offer pre-Christmas promotions and extravagantly decorated Christmas trees decorated countless shopping malls. Even if people do not actively celebrate the holiday, it's very difficult to ignore the festive atmosphere everywhere. Yin Guiyi tells us, China's biggest cities will see people starting their celebrations from Christmas Eve. People flock to see fireworks, go to church, and celebrate Christmas in lots of different ways.
Now, Christmas, of course, has its cultural and religious background in generally Western, European, Middle Eastern countries. How much do Chinese people know about this aspect of it?
Actually, we did a street interview asking people in Beijing how much they knew about the origin of Christmas, and it turns out that lots of people just have a very rough idea of what it is. Here are what people are saying.
I am not that sure about Christmas. I've heard of Santa Claus, but I don't know what he is for.
People in the West celebrate it because it marks Jesus' birth in the stable. So people will celebrate it, just as we celebrate the New Year's Day and the Spring Festival.
I
think Christmas is just like the Spring Festival here in China. I'm not clear about its origins. I know that Santa Claus gives gifts to children and make them happy.
And we also have this poster on Baidu.com who has this question. Christmas is a religious festival. Most Chinese people don't believe in God. Then why do they celebrate the day so enthusiastically?
Now, there's quite a contrast here in directions of this cultural influence, if you like, that whilst the Chinese public has really taken up Christmas in quite a big way, the same certainly can't be said for the Chinese traditional New Year, the Spring Festival in foreign countries, to a certain extent, but certainly not to the same extent. So what's behind the gradual rise in the popularity of Christmas here, do they think, online?
Well, many posters think that for people here in China, Christmas is an opportunity to have fun and get together with friends. Wang Chuantao writes on china.com.cn. By celebrating Christmas, we are getting the chance to have fun and give ourselves a short break, even if we don't have any official holiday on this day. And this poster on cjbdy.net explains that. There are two main reasons why Christmas is so popular in China. Firstly, it's a win-win festival for both businesses and consumers. Stores earn money by selling gifts, while customers get enjoyment by shopping. The second reason is that for young people, celebrating Western festivals like Christmas gives the youth a chance to loosen up.
Right, well, from what you've just said, certainly plenty of Chinese people do celebrate Christmas, but also there must be a certain percentage you feel that this is sort of a foreign invasion, would perhaps prefer to keep Christmas out of China. Is that the case?
The debate over whether Chinese people should celebrate Christmas or not has simmered for some time now. Some people worry that too much attention on Christmas will result in more and more young people losing interest in traditional Chinese festivals. This poster on QQ.com says, more and more Chinese people have forgotten our traditional festivals. I'm really worried that our next generation will only know hamburgers and happily enjoy Christmas, but know little about our own culture. But the other camp sounds much more optimistic. This poster on stnn.cc is quite typical, commenting, The Christmas we celebrate is not a Western festival, but a Chinese one. We've added so many elements of Chinese culture into it. There's no need to worry so much about the so-called ignorance of Chinese culture.
Okay, so we've seen a lot about how people approach Christmas here. Just to wrap up, give us a little idea of what a Chinese Christmas is like in comparison to what it might be like in other parts of the world.
Of course. Well, generally, as you said, Christmas is a day for young people to express love, get together with friends, and go shopping. Listen to this poster who says, we Chinese people celebrate Christmas in various different ways, from having a big dinner with family members to spending time with friends, singing, dancing, and even playing mahjong. Finally, I'd like to introduce another novel way Chinese people spend this day, and that is by buying lucky fruits to give to friends or to keep for themselves. These fruits are usually apples, which are wrapped in bags or boxes and sold at much higher prices in Europe. I'll wrap up with this take from Li Fangda. Many stores sell well-wrapped apples or oranges for Christmas. People give these lucky fruits to friends to wish them a happy and peaceful new year.
Okay, thanks for that, Esther. And that was China Take researcher Esther Dong with some Chinese views on a particularly Chinese Christmas today on Christmas Day. Next up on China Take, some of the top trending phrases on China's most popular search engines.